Do you think, I mean, a fight with him, the last two, the build-ups have been, pretty personal, got fairly heated. It seems like you've kind of come out on the winning end of the talk. Are you anticipating going through another fight like that where it could get pretty nasty in the lead-up?
I don't know. I mean, does he want to cry again?
Just so for the record, is there some people that think I lost the fight? Dana said it? Well, bullshit.
No, man, it's kind of hard because up until I got cut, I mean, when you got blood in the eye, you just can't see. But I didn't really think he was that good. I mean, I wasn't getting hit. I was hitting him. God kind of gave him a gift with that cut. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he was that great. Just, I got cut.
Speaking of the Sean Strickland fight, right? He's one of the few people who's made it to the judges with you, which, as we've seen, doesn't happen very often. So is that a partial motivation to, there is people who think he won that fight, and to just silence those people?
No, I don't care about silencing the people. I need to hear the people if they're booing or cheering. I mean, did you see tonight? This was the most electric crowd ever. They weren't cheering for me, but I mean, it was still amazing to be out there. It was that the crowd was insane. So yeah, going into that Strickland fight now, I know I've been in there with him. He can't handle what I have. He can't handle what I have to offer. So. Yeah, this time I can finish him. I mean, we saw it. Yeah, he beat Izzy. Now we have a comparison. That's how you finish someone.
I don't know, man. They're the dorks behind the computer. They're going to let me fight the guy. It's not if I beat, I'm going to beat. And then, let me fight the champion. I deserve that. Come on, guys.
You are satisfied with your performance, and you do feel like you did enough to win the fight?
Yeah, I thought I did enough to win the fight. It was definitely a close fight. I definitely gave him the first round, and I made the necessary adjustments to, in the fifth round, I didn't give him the round. I thought at the end, I don't know how they scored it, to be honest. Listen, it was a close fight. I'm not going to lie. It was one of those fights where there wasn't even time to really think of what is happening. But I do believe with the takedowns that I got, it was very back and forth with the striking, one for him, one for me. And I tried to stay ahead with the takedowns. By round 4 and 5, he did a good job of defending those, but obviously my takedowns got a bit sloppy. And he started, reading them. But those takedowns weren't really for getting a takedown. They were more to disrupt his game plan. But at the end of the day, I went toe-to-toe with the, self-proclaimed, and some people think, best boxer in the UFC.
If you watch the fight, until I got cut, and again, a fight's a fight, happens. Until I got cut, I mean, I was living in the matrix. I took a hit, and I got cut, and then it kind of made it a little bit more even than it should. But if that never happened, he would not have hit me one time. But, it's a fight, man. Time will tell.
The only thing, Sean Strickland's only saving grace here is the fact that he won a decision.
Yep.
With me. That's it.
Sean just tweeted saying that he was referencing a headbutt in the fight, made it difficult to see, but he did give you congratulations and props on the fight. Did you notice any headbutt in there from either you or him?
No. I can't say that I can't say that I did. It's the first I'm hearing of it. No, I didn't feel a headbutt. Did he say I headbutted him?
He said, this is him saying, he said, well, fuck, man, that headbutt really made it difficult to see, but I thought we got it. I thought we got the job done. On to the next one.
No, I can't remember any headbutt.
I'm going to wait. I paid my dues, man. I paid my dues. I got robbed in dirty Canada. No offense, Airbuds, man. You have an iPhone. I'm not going to judge you, but but I got robbed there, dude. We all know I got robbed. At least Dricus doesn't back up. So I'm going to sit my ass in the gym, and I'm going to be a team player, and I'm going to wait. And I'm going to wait until they say, Sean, go beat this man.
Now I firsthand experienced what it's like to fight Sean Strickland. He's hard to hit. And, with Izzy, he doesn't throw volume. He throws strikes that, he's pinpoint accurate with his strikes, or at least he tries to be. He's more of a move, hit. And when he fought Strickland, he missed all those shots. Strickland is really, really good defensively. And that was, when I fought Strickland, I immediately realized that's what happened. I threw volume so I could catch him and I could beat him. But Israel doesn't throw the volume, so every time he threw, he missed the shot. He missed the shots. He had 2, 3 maximum. and he would miss. So originally I thought that Israel had an off night, and then after fighting Strickland and going to watch that fight again, I actually think it was just Strickland that did what he does extremely well, and that style didn't suit Israel at all. Yeah. If Strickland's the next fight, the people want to see that fight. That's the fight that people want to see, and that's the fight right now that people think is the next best guy.
How long would you be willing to wait for a title shot?
As long as it takes, man. As long as it takes, as long as it takes. I want the gold, dude. I want the gold. When you're fighting these top 10 motherfuckers, dude, you're only one slip and dodge away from being knocked out. I paid my penance. I did what we did. I went and fought Costa. I didn't want to. I did it. Give me the title shot. I beat Izzy, and that motherfucker gets a title shot. He's not his dog. Sorry, Izzy. I love you. I like you, Izzy. He got really mad, though, dude. After the fight, he came up to me, and he was like, I love my dog. I would never I'm like, Izzy, I'm joking, dude. I don't think you dog, you
Yeah. I want to talk about his boxing, right? Everyone knows that he's a good boxer, but when you're in there and you're dealing with that jab, especially in the earlier part of the fight, are you thinking to yourself, oh, yeah, he is as good as they say?
Yeah, no, listen, he is good. He's definitely good. He caught me in the first round with the jab, and then I realized I can't let him get away with that jab, because my game plan was obviously, first 2 rounds, our plan was 100% to fight his fight, not to go out and fight the way that I fight. You'll see how the fight changed from the 3rd round. I went more to my style, but that was our game plan. For the first 2 rounds, he jabs, I jab, 1-2s, nothing serious. And then from round number 3, we start turning it up. And obviously, I had a lot of people to prove wrong with my gas tank, and I believe I did that tonight.
Sean, you had talked about for a long time you didn't really care about the belt. It didn't mean too much to you. But I know after the fight with Dricus, you had been like, I'm not climbing that mountain again. I don't want to do all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, it's like, man, I've been watching UFC since I've been like 12, dude. How many champions I've seen come and go. Once I'm done and like I will be forgotten, we'll move the on. You'll have some other, it's like, it just is like this repetitive cycle. I want to make money. I want to be happy, and I'm doing these things. And if I could fight for a belt, great. But if not, whatever. I'm not poor.
Okay,
Being poor sucks, you guys. Really, really. I mean, you guys know. You guys are in the media. I mean,
And just last thing, if you do get your South Africa event, as Dana White said would happen after this, and as Sean, he kind of tweeted out something like, I don't know if it's a good idea to bring me to South Africa. Some of the things he might say, is that maybe a concern around that fight if him come in there?
I actually saw something like that, but I mean, my man, we can see Sean Strickland. South Africa, it's different. It's different. We saw that tonight. I said, it's the jungle out there. Sean Strickland, the way he does things. Yeah, I hope he makes it to the fight.
And you mentioned that maybe the titles aren't everything, but what were the few days after your last fight like, given that it was such a close fight? And
I mean, dude, here's the thing, man. Like, we could all get cancer and die tomorrow. Do you think I'm really going to give a about that belt when I'm an old man? No one's going to, you guys aren't going to give a The moment I say, hey, I'm retired, you think you're going to like go like my shit. No, you don't give a The fans don't give a It is a short life. It is meaningless. Learn to enjoy your life outside of your job title.
Dricus right here. At what point in the fight do you think you kind of had Sean's game plan and what he brought to the fight figured out? It seemed like in the first round he was kind of establishing the jab and whatnot, but the commentary mentioned that by round, maybe the end of the second, you really started to get a bit closer to him and started landing more punches, and that continued for the rest of the fight. Where do you sort of think you figured him out?
Yeah, exactly that. I think the first 2 rounds we spent, and that was our plan, to fight his fight, to see where it is. Obviously, keep him on the back foot. It's a lot easier said than done to keep him on the back foot because he comes forward. And he has a very strong, how can I say, his march. He doesn't storm forward, but he has a strong march. The way he moves, it makes it hard to push him backwards. But I just kept on putting the pressure on Sean. Every time he jabbed, moving forward. Yeah, I took a couple of punches more than I would have liked, but keeping him, every time he hits, I move forward. And, even him being the cardio machine that he is by the 3rd round, you can't keep on fighting with that kind of pressure. He got tired. And that's where I really started landing more and more.
I think it was in rounds 2 or 3 when your eye started really swelling up. Obviously, I think you can see out of it, but was there any visibility issues, and was there a concern in the corner that it could get worse?
Yeah, I mean, kudos to the cut man on that. He hit me with a jab in the first. I didn't feel it really. I could feel he got me, and all of a sudden I just felt this thing in my eye, but it didn't hurt. And his corner screamed and said, "He's already bleeding." And I thought, shit, am I really bleeding? And then in the second, he caught me on this eye again, I think. And all of a sudden, this eye went completely shut. Like I couldn't see, and I was like, come on. One eye. And that was the first time for me in a fight where my eye was completely shut for a while. I couldn't see. And then I went back to the corner. They put the ice thing on it. And the swelling went down immediately. So kudos to the cut man. It helped a lot. And then I cut him. We spoke about it in the doctor's rooms. And I caught him with a big punch, and his eye started bleeding. And I looked at the blood flowing, and I said, I hope that goes into his eyes. And he said, and I look at him, and I'm like, that has to be in your eyes. Come on. And he went like this. And I said, gotcha. And he tried not to. He said he tried not to wipe, so I can't see it's in his eyes. But then he started wiping, and I was like, yeah, well, now we're level. Now we're level. And I started, so I mean, but all in all, I mean, Sean Strickland's an absolute warrior, and world respect for him.
What's the biggest improvement